when you're setting up the right hand, no matter whether it is on the violin, the viola, the cello, or the bass, and I'll take one of those, the issue is always, for the young kids, how to get it set up without having the weight of the bow do bad things to their hands. Now, the question is, remember I talked at the beginning about how this is an elementary, middle school, high school, professional, college problem. It is. Bow hands aren't static. Bow hands, you don't form a bow hand and then it's just good the rest of your life. They change over time. They morph. Why do they morph? As kids get into more and more difficult repertoire left hand, or have greater demands put upon them with the right hand, they start to do bad things, okay? They start to squeeze, they start to hold the bow differently, okay? And particularly if they're playing for long periods of time, as the amount of time they play gets longer and longer, okay? They start to do really bad things. So to me, I work on right hand at every level throughout the whole year, constantly. I'm always working on that right hand and working on a better sound and a better tone, and also asking them to go back to basics and think about the function, to loosen the hand up, all those things. So obviously the pencil or the straw is good. These happen to be smoothie straws. Big fan of the smoothie, so I have smoothie straws. And what I love about this, as opposed to the pencil, is that for one thing, pencils have a way of disappearing. Second of all, the thing I love about this is that if you squeeze too hard, you could collapse it in half, or you can also put a dent in it. And on the pencil, they never get that sensation, right? If they squeeze super hard, the pencil doesn't break normally. Okay, so let's just do this. Well, in fact, we'll do it with fingers first, and then I want to do it with the straw, just to review this. Okay, right hand. Take your right hand, flop it. Take your first finger on your left hand, hold it like that. All right, remember, what we do is we just flop the hand down and drop it. And what I mean by that is I really want this hand, this right arm, hanging from the first finger. I don't want you holding it up. Let me show you what I mean. Stephen, can you come up for a second and let me just demonstrate this for you? Okay, I'm going to ask you to do something, okay? All right, so you're going to give me the weight of your arm. I've got Stephen's weight of his arm. Did I have it? Nope. I had a lot of it, not all of it. Now I have the weight of his arm, okay? Here's what kids will do. They'll set the fingers on there, but they're really holding the arm up like that. No, let them just hang it. See what happens. You know, just let the weight go, hang down. Just flop the hand, just flop it on, and drop. Okay? Now, let's take that first finger and get it right in the channel between this first and second finger. Right in that little web there. Just get it right in there and lean into it. Kind of lean into it. Lean left. Lean left. All right? Make sure the second finger is right over the knuckle. Make sure your second finger's over your knuckle. Take a look at it, and I mean right over it. Completely go over it. Cover it. Third finger can just go next to that. Fourth finger, if you're violin, viola, let's click nail to nail. Click nail to nail. You can hear it. Okay, click nail to nail. And I don't want you to feel flesh. I want you to feel nail touching nail. Now, wave that finger underneath, that Aussie finger. Bend it back and forth. Do pull-ups with it. We're doing pull-ups there, okay? Tap the tip of the thumb right there, and it comes in at an angle like that, okay? Now let's try it a different way. Hold your finger up like this. Take the thumb, bend it, and you know how dogs look at you? Dogs never look at you like this. They always look at you like this. They go, right? I don't know why they do that, but maybe somebody's a dog whisperer and would know that. But bend your thumb, okay, and we're going to turn the hand this way a little bit and just touch the tip of the thumb to there. Now, kids will have trouble with this for the first couple times. You have to make sure they understand where the tip of the thumb is. Take your left hand, first finger, do this. Touch the tip of your thumb. Touch the tip. Now, touch the part right on this side, the left side. The tip right slightly on the left side, on this side. Okay, touch that. Let that part of the thumb touch that first line up, right behind your knuckle. Okay, go ahead and, your big knuckle. Go ahead and put your thumb. Make sure your tip is touching it. Okay, perfect. Now let's take our hand, Do it again. Drop and flop. Get that first finger in the channel. Got a nice place for it to go there. Get my second finger over the knuckle. Okay, third finger goes along. I can click my nail to nail. Now let's wave this and let's touch that tip right on that line right there. Okay, everybody squeeze as hard as you can till your blood's rushing out of your first finger. Okay, now let's let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it like this. And if I go to 0, here's what happens. Okay? All right, here we go. Try it again. 5, 3, 1. Go back to 5, 3, 1. Problem with kids, again, to review, is this. They will go, you'll say relax. Relax is a good word, but the problem is relax is an imprecise word. You have to give them referential experiences. Relax means what? You ever known somebody that's just tighter than tight and they're just, really wound up and they're whatever. You go relax and they go like this. Yeah, well, they're not really relaxed. They relaxed a little bit, but not a lot, right? So the point is this. Referential experiences are important. You always want them to go from what's wrong to what's right. Good is relative to evil. Wrong is relative to right. You need to know what wrong feels like to know what right feels like, okay? So in other words, let me give you an example. Most all of us live in the northern United States, okay? So if you have a kid learning to drive in the winter, what's a real smart thing to do? Take them out to a parking lot that's empty with a little ice or snow on it. Make them spin the car. Just let them feel it like when the car goes out of control. Why do high school kids get in accidents in the winter? Because they never have that sense of, oh my gosh, I'm losing contact with the road, right? Whereas we as drivers, experienced drivers, we're driving and as soon as it starts to be a little slippery, we go, wow, this is not good. We got to slow down or I'm getting off the road, right? High school kids, the first time they know, they're doing this, okay? Because they don't have that referential experience of what it feels like when it's really bad. Okay, so let's do this one last time. First fingers, and I'll do the cello part of it. All right, first fingers, flop and drop, and really let that right arm pull that first. You're actually having to hold your right arm up with your first finger. Okay, and let's get the first finger in the channel. And I mean, I'd take it all the way down up to the knuckle about. Okay, just get it all the way down to the knuckle. Second finger over the knuckle, third finger over. Instead of doing this, just tap the pad of the fourth finger on the nail. Now I'm going to take my left hand and then tap with the thumb to get the thumb in the right place. Now I'm just going to rotate my first finger like that. So now you'll notice my thumb, instead of pointing up, is pointing like that. Okay? And then I can just lower my arm. And guess what? That's a pretty good cello bow and French bow hand. Not bad.